It's week 1 of the National Football League, and we've got a showdown in the AFC North. It's the Bengals and the Browns, and it comes your way next.
Two big-time rivals battle to start the year. The Bengals and Browns underway in week 1. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his 4th season now out of LSU.
Burrow may be young in his career, but he's helping the Bengals to one of the best stretches they've ever seen. 12 wins last year, which matched the team record, and they made the conference championship game in back-to-back seasons for the first time ever. At the center of it all is the man they call Joey B. 35 touchdown passes last year and almost 4,500 yards.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Everyone in the NFL is looking for mismatches, and T. Higgins' size and speed at receiver, that allows him to have those type of mismatches against most defenders. 6'4", ability to flat-out fly. They can use him everywhere, including in the slot. He's a dangerous playmaker and a big-time producer in the red zone.
Second and 10. Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Well, what a start to the season here. Cincinnati and Cleveland, AFC North rivals, Ohio rivals. I don't know what to make of this division. It feels like anyone could win it, including these Browns.
And you're right about that. And how historic would that be if Cleveland did rise up and take the division? So far, since we've gone to this format, they have not won the division title. They're eager, they're excited, and they believe that this could be their year.
They'll give it to Mixon. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Mixon again. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Cleveland offense ready to go to work behind the 3-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his 2nd season now as a Brown, number 7 overall.
Just 6 games played for Watson in his debut season with the Browns, which really limited how much he could step into the franchise quarterback role for the team. But he gets a full slate to do so this season. Remember, his last year in Houston, over 4,800 yards. They expect excellence from him.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. Still on his feet. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones. 64 yards. And the Browns respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I wanted to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for those guys, I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Burrow will throw. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Burrow's throw going to be caught by Bull. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, Let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Now Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep for Cincinnati, the rookie Charlie Jones. Taking it about the 36. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter and continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time?
They were really good on the last drive.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Burrow's throw complete there to Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To the air again, Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brand, I think they were in standard nickel, not the buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just get on the score.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And they'll come up second and 7. From the 50, it's Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How about that play from Peoples-Jones, and how about the 2022 he had? Former 6th-rounder topped 800 yards, going from primarily a deep threat to a well-rounded starting receiver.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 41 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And Boyd going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line.
On one. Ready?
Here's second and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Rolling to his left. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
11 MT pace. 11 MT pace. 12. 11 MT.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now they can't bring him down. Shoves him aside. And he was finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Now hold on here, because on that last run, and look. Shaken up. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying under double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Now Burrow on first down. He's across midfield and finally brought down at the 38. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they
and they'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bengals have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And the Browns getting set to go. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And Chubb going to push forward and pick up a Browns first down as they get this up past the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. The middle, it's Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. To throw is Watson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So give him 3 on that drive. Normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. T. Higgins out on offense with the rest of his teammates for this next drive.
Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, it means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage. And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Evans. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Flushed out right.
The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Now it's Burrow. That's going to be brought in by Higgins.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd down and 6 now.
Burrow looking to pass.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped the pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped, surprisingly.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm was just off and he's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Touchdown! Tyler Boyd! A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Browns 31. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now the Browns coming out on the field.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Play action. It's Burrow.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Ja'Marr Chase
from 21 yards away.
And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And McPherson on for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 14. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was Ja'Marr Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
They set up the screen to Chubb. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Here's 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson steps away to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Now Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
Flush to his right, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Watson to throw.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Watson. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Now Watson. And that one too wide and incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always...
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score. Bengals 41, Browns 38.
So with just a second to play, we'd have to see something crazy here for them to have a chance. this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, this was a good one. Excitement all the way to the end. You had the points, and then they were hoping for the miracle there.